In May this year, just a couple of months after my 65th birthday, I plan to walk a fairly grueling 300 plus kilometres across the north of England through the mountainous Lake District and North York Moors and Yorkshire Dales. I plan to do it as a fundraiser and to draw attention to victims of domestic violence. I want to support the amazing work of Karen Johns and her awesome organisation DARE that are doing so much to help people that are suffering from domestic violence. The whole theme of domestic violence is brought a little closer to home for me, and I want to focus on someone that is very, very close to my heart, someone that is special to me, and I want to tell a little bit about their story. That person is Olivia Palmer, and she's my mum. Although my mother's mother was lovely and beautiful, she was a very ill woman, and my mother had to be brought up by relatives. My mother told me she suffered traumatic emotional abuse. That abuse affected her in her lifetime, and that abuse set the sails for her future, and she went through relationship after relationship, seeking acceptance and seeking just someone to show her love and affection. My mom told me many times when I was young, growing up, when she was a young girl and she was still with her mother, and they were in town centre during the Second World War, and the air raid sirens went off and they ran. Her mother took her by the hand as a little girl and they ran for the nearest air raid shelter, only to reach the door and to be told that they couldn't come in because the air raid shelter was full. You can imagine how they must have felt, scared and nervous. They were turned away and they ran from the air raid shelter quickly to find somewhere else to hide from the bombs that were falling about them. As they turned across the square and ran from the shelter, a bomb fell on the air raid shelter that they were trying to get into, and they would have most certainly been killed. I had the opportunity of being with my mom, and I'm kneeling on her graveside right now, just the last 3 days before she died. 83 years of age, and she didn't have a skerrick of makeup on her face, and I looked across at her and she was stunningly beautiful. But the amazing thing is she went through a lifetime not realizing how beautiful she was because of the early abuse that she'd suffered. And the truth of the matter is, my mum always was beautiful. She didn't know it, and because of that she was always seeking acceptance that got her into all kinds of trouble in a lifetime. But that happened because in her formative years she wasn't given the love and acceptance that she needed, and that affected her, it affected her family, it affected us as children, as young adults. You know what? If my mum had died that day, I wouldn't be here making this video, and I wouldn't have the opportunity to go on this amazing adventure of walking across the northeast of England and to do something to hopefully make a difference for victims of domestic violence. And I can do it hopefully in honour of my precious mom, Olivia Palmer, and make her name more beautiful, because she truly was. And we can do something for Karen Johns and the beautiful organisation DARE too.